My son and his new friend were inducted into the crusading army at Soissons, where they trained for 2 years. There they met soldiers from the armies of the High Barons, Thibaut de Champagne, Simon de Montfort, Renaud de Châtillon, and of course, Boniface de Montferrat and his commander, Baudouin de Flandre, who had come to swell the ranks of the Crusade. Soon, almost 30,000 men were expected to depart for Venice. There, de Villehardouin and the 5 High Barons were negotiating the construction of a fleet of vessels with the Doge of Venice, the venerable Enrico Dandolo. Thibaut de Champagne, having been the first to sound the call for the Crusade, was determined to be the strongest candidate to lead it. Alas, he never had the opportunity to command the Holy Army, as he died in May of 1201. No sooner was he laid to rest than a replacement was sought. Boniface de Montferrat was a charismatic leader, and his ability to be at the right place at the right time made him a man who could be counted on. With the influence of Baudouin de Flandre, he garnered favor and was chosen as the new commander of the Fourth Crusade. In the summer of 1202, the Crusaders set out on the road to Venice. Alas, desertions were numerous, and when fall came, only 12,000 men presented themselves. Even after a noteworthy collection from every Crusader, the High Barons were still 34,000 marks short, a sum necessary to pay the Venetians, who had invested heavily in the construction of the Crusade's fleet. A shrewd businessman, Doge Enrico Dandolo offered the Crusaders an interesting way to settle their debt. For several years, Venice had struggled to maintain its control over Zara, a Croatian harbor loyal to the King of Hungary. Dandolo offered the Crusaders extra time to make good on their payment, under the condition that they helped the Venetians reclaim Zara. The High Barons were conflicted. Some refused to raise their swords against other Christians, but with the risk of losing their investment and the fear of failing to reach Jerusalem, they agreed to besiege Zara. The Crusade had just merchandised itself for the first time, straying further away from its holy cause. In the midst of these proceedings, Boniface de Montferrat managed to discreetly leave the Crusades on personal business in Rome. There he secured a secret audience with the Pope. I would only learn what transpired there a long time later. As for Dens, aided by his unlikely Spanish friend, he was only beginning to prove his value on the battlefield.